It's not just a story about furnaces and fuel, it's a story about sovereignty, security, and steel. And over the weekend, Britain's Parliament was recalled in an extraordinary Saturday sitting, the first since the fall of Kabul, to take control of the country's last remaining producer of virgin steel in Scunthorpe. Now, in a move straight out of a thriller, the Royal Navy may be dispatched to ensure a vital coal shipment arrives without sabotage or interception. And British Steel, based in Scunthorpe, is owned by China's Jinye Group, and it's the last facility in Britain capable of producing virgin steel, crucial for rail, construction, defence, the car industry. And when the Chinese owners stopped ordering coking coal and allegedly attempted to sell vital shipments abroad, the government intervened. This wasn't merely commercial attrition, it was strategic economic self-harm delivered by a foreign-owned entity. And in response, the government has passed the Steel Industry Special Measures Bill in a single day, giving ministers the power to seize, control, to direct operations, and, if necessary, use force. And now the Royal Navy is on alert to escort a critical coal shipment, guarding it from inception. We're sending warships to protect fuel from the company that owns the furnaces that it's meant to fill. And Starmer has declared that his government was turning the page on a decade of decline. Business Secretary Jonathan Reynolds accused Jinye of acting in bad faith, warning that allowing the furnaces to go cold would irreversibly damage Britain's last primary steel-making site. Yet Labour now stands in this curious coalition backed by Reform UK, the Lib Dems and parts of the Conservative Party, all calling for nationalisation. Richard Tice urged the government to show your cojones, and even Kemi Badenoch claimed that her deal with Jinye, now defunct, would have been better, though she declined to give details. And actually, she sounded as if she was lying. But the political debate is thick with irony. Those who once sold off steel now plead for public ownership. Those who long mocked big government now rally behind emergency powers, and Starmer, accused of timidity in other sectors, is now being urged to go further. This isn't a niche issue. It's a matter of national resilience. Without domestic virgin steel, Britain would become wholly reliant on imports, and that means if conflict erupts, if trade routes are blocked, or if hostile powers decide to leverage our independence, we are finished, or to leverage our dependence, we're finished. You cannot build tanks, trains, turbines without steel. You cannot lead a G7 economy if you cannot forge your own metal. The attempted redirection of coal shipments allegedly to China, and the chaotic scenes where Jinye executives were locked out by workers and removed by police are not just embarrassing, they're alarming. And they throw into this domestic drama an international chaos. The threat is not hypothetical, it's here and it's already inside the building. And so the Royal Navy. The idea of escorting merchant vessels carrying coking coal is unprecedented in peacetime Britain for a domestic industrial dispute, yet it makes symbolic and strategic sense. If you cannot even guarantee delivery of fuel within your own territory, then our supply chains are as brittle as the politicians who outsourced them. The Navy's potential involvement is a statement. We will not allow strategic sabotage, whether by negligence, foreign control, corporate greed, to end our ability to make steel. It also shows the merging of economic and military domains. National defence now begins not just on the battlefield, but in the port, the furnace, the factory gate. Let's be clear. Jinye may be a private company, but no Chinese firm of this size operates independently of the Communist Party. And as Jonathan Reynolds notes, you simply aren't allowed to run such a business without deep party ties. While he stopped short of accusing Beijing of direct sabotage, thank God, others like Sir Ian Duncan Smith and Luke de Pulford have gone further. They see this as part of a broader strategy to acquire, to hollow out, to neutralise democratic nations' industrial core. So the question now becomes not just how we manage British steel, but whether Chinese ownership of any other very sensitive industry is still tenable. Reynolds hinted that nuclear may be off the table. Others want very much more. They're calling for strategic decoupling. In Scunthorpe, steel is no longer just molten metal. It's a crucible in which Britain's industrial future is being forged. And the Navy's ships may never need to set sail, but the fact that they're even being considered is testimony to how high the stakes are at the moment. This is a battle over coal, yes, but it's also a battle about control. Scunthorpe is not just about jobs, it's about sovereignty. And this time we may need warships to defend it.